today I wanted to film another video. I don't know where this inspiration came from, but suddenly I wanted to film, so here we are. Since this is my second video, I guess I'll just introduce myself really quickly. My name is Ellen. I pretty much use Instagram for the most part for my whole planner situation here, so if you want to follow me on there, that is at Lavender Techo. It'll be linked down below as well. And I also have a Patreon, which is completely free. I have like mostly freebies and sometimes other little like blog post kind of things. So if you're interested in that, I do like monthly dashboards for ring planners, and I also do other freebies. That'll also be linked below if you're interested. I wanted to film kind of a 2025 planner like recap, as well as a 2026 planner lineup, so changes for 2026. So let's just get into it. I'll just quickly go through these and explain how I've used them, and yeah, have they worked or not, basically. Okay, so starting with my planner. So this is a Gillio medium Compagna. I have really loved this. I've been in this for most of the year. I had like a month or so in an A5 bullet journal, and then I had a month or so in the Erin Condren Life Planner, and then after both of those I moved back into this because this just, I guess I've just kind of realized that this is actually what works really well for me. And I don't know, I at this point I kind of don't even want to really try anything else, at least right now. You know, you never know, at some point maybe there will be something really interesting that I want to try, but for now I am really happy with this. So basically how I use this, it's nothing like revolutionary. I'm not going to do like a full flip through or anything. I think I'm going to do another video doing a flip through of this planner. But I always like to check off every single day. This is from Peanutsplannerco and this is from Planwithbea. They're just printables. I have a yearly section. I love to also put stickers down as the months go by. I personally put a sticker down when a new month starts because I want this to be all filled up throughout December. I don't want this to be empty until December 31st because then it kind of feels pointless to put down a sticker, in my opinion. So I just, yeah, when a new month starts, I have like future planning and whatnot. My monthlies, again, I don't really want to show too much because it is kind of private information. I'll show an empty weekly. This weekly is also from Peanutsplannerco. Most of my inserts are from her, actually. The only thing I've done is I've switched because I think the original has this week section on this side, and I've also added this walk and step tracker. The original insert has just like a little grid notes section. I really love this. I like to just kind of write down my events and appointments over here, a weekly to-do list, habit tracker, and then my walk and step tracker. I guess I can show just like this. This is kind of what a typical week would look like. And then for my dailies, I always have my dashboards in here. Here's a sneak peek for December. This will be coming out at the end of November on my Patreon. So again, if you want to join that, it is completely free. You just have to be a free member. Yeah, I like to have these at the beginning because I do archive. I'll just quickly show you. This is my archive. But yeah, like I like to do this and store these in here. This is getting really thick. I really hope I can fit the last 2 months in here. So my dailies, again, not sure I really want to show a whole lot at the moment, but this is kind of what it looks like. I really like these stickers from Randidotplans. I've had them for the entire year and I've had a different color for each month, which has been really fun. So for December, I'm doing this red one. For next year though, I actually ordered just like black ones, and not this style, it's a different style just to kind of switch it up. But I have actually really enjoyed having these in different colors because it kind of takes away the decision of like what color to use or what washi. I kind of have to like stick with a color, but it's also a con because sometimes I get really tired of that color throughout the month. Like I just kind of want to be done with it. But basically how I've used this is just a to-do list here, my schedule here, and anything that's actually scheduled and planned, I highlight like this. And then I have a bunch of other sections. I have my health section, my dogs little section, lists, miscellaneous, and notes. Also, by the way, these dividers, I made them myself, but I do have a freebie printable of these, but they're unlabeled, just blank ones, on my Patreon as well. So if you want to have some simple white dividers, that is available. Okay, so that is my planner, and I will continue to use this for 2026. I can show you a little kind of preview because I did already set up. I'm not going to use this cover. I'm probably just going to stick with my Gillio, but I did kind of start printing stuff for that. So like the yearly overview, some of these from Peanutsplannerco. These are the yearly bundle, and then I have my own month on 2-page insert that I made for myself. So it has a cover page, it has a yearly overview, important dates, and then, you know, just month on 2-page. Again, this is also a freebie. I have these in A5, personal, A6, pocket, and Franklin Covey compact. And yeah, I decided to do something a little bit different with my version of this because personally I find it kind of difficult to fit 2 things on one day. So I did a little dashed line in the middle so that I can write just a little bit more comfortably 2 different things. My idea was also that, you know, you can do like the top section is for you and the bottom section is for your partner, your boyfriend, girlfriend, your husband, whatever, or for your child, or you can do home and work, or you can do at home tasks and tasks outside, or you can do the bottom one for appointments, the top one for, I don't know, other things, you know, whatever. So I think this is going to work really well. I'm really, really happy with it. And then in the back, there's a important dates for 2027. So you can kind of future plan a little bit. I also printed some more of these, just kind of testing some things here. This is a sneak peek for the dashboards for next year, the monthly dashboards. So this year I've done these like floral ones. Next year I'm gonna do Zodiac, which is gonna be fun. And yeah, so these are the date stickers I got. So I actually already dated January and February in here. I got a little ahead of myself, but yeah, I'm really excited about these. And then I just also printed a bunch of other inserts. So yeah, I also have my sticky notes, my Zodiac ones, and my regular like monthly ones. Again, these are also freebies. I'm sorry, I don't mean to like overly promote my Patreon, but also my Patreon is free, so I'm not really gaining like a whole lot from it anyway, but you do what you want with that information. So that's it for the planner. Let's move on to the journals. Okay, so the main journal I've used this year is the Moleskine Daily Large. And so this is a daily, right? So it has a day per page. It has a timeline on it. This is like almost A5. I think it's a little bit narrower than A5. I was really lucky and got good paper. If you know anything about Moleskine, you know it's kind of a game of roulette when you buy one of these, if you're gonna get fountain pen friendly paper or if you're gonna get pencil friendly paper, essentially. So yeah, I was really, really fortunate to get good paper, and I'm so happy about that. I have pretty much only used fountain pen in here. Yeah, I have really been loving this. So I actually have no issues with this whatsoever. I have no gripes, I have no complaints. I really love it. It has kind of gotten a little bit thick, but it's not like obnoxiously thick. Back in 2023, I actually used a Hobonichi Cousin, and I mean, it got so thick that I hated it at the end of the year. Like, I just didn't even want to write in it anymore. But this one, for some reason, it's not bad. Like, it's actually not bad. However, I have decided to switch to something else, kind of just for fun. I don't know, I think I just kind of wanted a change, really. But I would gladly go back to the Moleskine another time. However, Sorry about the glare. I decided to go with the Hobonichi planner, the A6 planner. So this is not the original. It is called the planner. I don't know, it's the Arts and Science one with the black cover. I just really wanted to try this one. I wanted to try this for a while because it has just a little bit of a simpler layout. Like, it doesn't have all the colors, it's just kind of more simple, and also the grid size is supposed to be a little bit bigger on this, which I appreciate. Last year I actually used the original but the Avec version, and I just felt like my writing was a little bit too cramped. Like, it was just, the grid was just a little bit too small for me, so I'm really excited to try this out. And obviously this is much smaller, so we'll see. However, the line spacing in here, like the amount of lines on this page is like actually not, I actually counted the amount of lines on here. I think it's either the same or like just a little tiny bit more, or maybe there's even more. I don't remember. I checked this when I actually bought this, but I remember thinking, okay, it's pretty much the same amount of writing space. So I think it's gonna work. I am really excited about it. And yeah, I decided to get the Moomin cover. I actually ordered this on eBay, which I don't feel great about, but I had decided that I wasn't gonna order from Hobonichi just because of the shipping and the import fees, and all of that would have just been so much. So I bought this on eBay, and then I bought this on Amazon Japan because I really wanted the matching pencil board, which I don't know, I think it's really cute. In the back, I have put one of the, like, what are these called? Memo books or whatever. And I'm thinking, because I do kind of want to post a little bit more about this planner on my Instagram next year, or this journal. So I'm thinking like more personal things can go in here. So then I don't have to be like, oh my God, I don't know if I can post this. Like, I'll just know that whatever is in here, I can post. Like, it's not that personal. That's the idea. So this is going to be the journal for next year. That's the plan. Moving on to my travelers. So I recently switched into the blue cover to kind of match with this a little bit better. I was in my olive for a long time. This one is basically just like an extra journal. I don't really know what else to call it. I use this just whenever I want. So, and I'll actually show you. So I have this little archive, by the way, this binder thing. I got it on Temu, actually. I don't really recommend buying stuff on Temu. I haven't ordered from there in a long time, but I don't know, I just didn't want to spend the money. However, this time I have actually purchased this, which I'll use for 2026, and I already kind of decorated it a little bit. But yeah, we'll maybe go through that another time. But anyway, what I wanted to show you is that I have filled out 2 of these. So both of these 2 are from this year, and this one is from last year. And so yeah, the idea that I have with the TN is really just to use it like whenever I want to, for whatever I want to. So for example, I rewatched this show and then I wanted to write about it. I went to a musical and I wanted to write about that. And yeah, and then in the back I just have my underlay. I did purchase some of the 2026 Travelers things. This is not my favorite underlay ever for the standard, but I was just kind of on a roll, so I bought this, I bought the stickers, and I also bought the passport size folder because I love using that for stickers. So anyway, the plan is to continue with this for next year the same way that I've used it this year. So that's continuing on. Then we have the worst, just the culprit of all of my planner problems, which is the Hobonichi Weeks. For some reason I buy this every year. This is my 3rd one? I don't even know anymore. I started off using this as just like kind of second journal. So my plan was to use this the way that I would have used a 5-year if I had a 5-year, because I kind of wanted to get a 5-year, but I wanted to like test it out. So I got this, and I was gonna write like just like a highlight or summary of the day. And I did that for a while. I did that until like March or something, mid-March. Yeah, and then I just stopped. And I shelved this, and I was like, okay, the weeks shockingly doesn't work for me. This was in August, and I mistakenly wrote it in April. But then in August, because of Hobonichi craziness and FOMO, I decided to just bring this back out, and I was like, okay, maybe I can use this. So I decided to use it as kind of like a health log. I'll probably have to blur most of this out as well, but basically over here I'm writing like my overall how I'm feeling health-wise. My goal with this is to not make it redundant, so I have to, whatever I write here has to be different from what I write in my journal. And so when I write something health-wise or health-related, I feel like I kind of achieve that, but not every time. Like I definitely notice that I do kind of write the same thing in my journal as well. So to be completely honest with you, like I don't know what to do with this. Obviously, you know, it's almost done anyway, but I did buy I did buy this one for 2026. My plan was to just continue using this the same way as a health log, but now I honestly am not sure. So we'll see. I might use this as a health log, or I might use it for something else, or I might not use it at all. I haven't decided yet. I'm kind of figuring this one out. So yeah, I guess that is kind of an abrupt ending to this, but that is my entire planner like review of 2025, as well as what I'm going to be using for 2026. I hope you like this video. That'll be it for today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and maybe I'll see you in my next video. Bye.